In this video, I'm going to show you how to use the sum function. All the sum function does is it adds up values that you've decided. That's really it. This is extremely helpful in a multitude of cases, and hopefully you'll see the use of it in this video. So first off, we have our clothing items. Let's say these are the clothes that we own. I know there's plenty of duplicates. Don't worry about that. It's not important for the video, but bunch of clothing items and the value of the clothing. Now real quick, I want this in dollars, so the easiest way to do it is up here. Click the little dollar sign, or you can just have this drop down menu, and it's a bunch of different ways text can be seen. So we're just going to make this into currency, but I usually like accounting because it looks better. But either way, it will not change how the sum function works at all. It's just personal preference. So what we want to do is we can add up all these values on a piece of paper, or we can make our big fancy calculator do it. So all we're going to do is we're going to start off the formula with the equal sign, what every single formula starts off with, or the plus sign, but we always just go with the equal sign. It makes no difference with the formula, but equal sign I found is just easier for me personally. So then we're going to type in sum, or it's also going to show up here. We can click on it, or we can type it all in and press a open parenthesis, or we can press the tab button, at least on Mac. We can press the tab button. You should be able to do it on Windows as well. So you see it says number 1, number 2, number 3. So what this says is this is the argument, what it's asking for. So it's asking for the first number to sum, comma, the second number to sum, comma, third, so on and so forth. You can press enter and you can see the value. But that would take a long time if we had to. We're just going to get right back to where we were. Sum, all the way down. That would take a long time, and especially if you had a lot of values. So what's really easy is you can drag with your mouse, click down and drag all the way down, and it will provide you with a range, or C3, as you can see right here, all the way down to C, column C17. You can close parenthesis or you can keep it open. Excel will know exactly what you're talking about, and you press the enter button. And there you go. This all is worth $302, which is great. So now the question is, what if we have another group of values? You know, we can't do this equals sum. Can't go like that, because that would add the shirt, the hat, the socks, the shoes. It would add the total value. It would add itself. All we want is the value of clothing on each side. This is super easy. So we have the number things that we've talked about earlier, the number arguments. We'll use those to our benefit. So we're going to press sum, do it over again. Sum, open parenthesis, highlight those values that we want, press the comma button, go over to our next set of values, highlight those, and press enter. You will see $604. You can see that these are exact copies of each other, so you know the numbers, right? It's just 302 plus 302. But yeah, and then you'll see that'll work. Notice how also these are not the same look. You know, one says accounting up here, as you can see. The other one says general. There's no difference. You're totally fine. It'll work great every single time. So that's how you use it with number values. Now let's do it with dates. Let's say you called somewhere and they said, hey, or let's say the current date is the 1st of January, and you call somewhere and they say, hey, thanks for calling, but we cannot take your call for another 10 days. I don't know when this will happen, but just stick with me in this example. This is the best I could think of in the moment. So we have the number of days we can call back, and we want to know the date that we want to call back on. So all we can do is click this one right here. I've named it date needed to call back. You should always name what you're referencing, so you always know what each value is. Take equals sum, and we can just go like this. Super easy, little range, and we know on January 11th we need to call back. Another easy way to do this with a small amount of values, instead of using the sum function, we can just click on the cell, enter the plus sign, and then click on the next cell we want to add in and press enter, and it'll give us the same value. This will be the same over here, but it'll take a lot longer. Plus, 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 so on and so forth. That'll take us a long time, but you can do it that way. But please, for my sake, do not use a sum value and do this, plus this, so on and so forth. That will hurt my heart personally. So please use the sum value, highlight your cells, or you can type it in. Let's say to C20. It'll automatically show up there. But either way, that's how you use the sum function. Hopefully it helps you out. Remember, it can be used with number values and dates as well, and percentages and anything numeric. So good luck. Have a good day.